Okay, so I should be pardoned to have a third opinion.
Okay, sure. Why not? Why not?
Okay, so yeah, I completely understand the comrade's standpoint. When you have that very large number of persons seeking to gain admission into a higher institution, it's just logical for you to say, let's create a room for us to accommodate as many as we can accommodate. However, looking at it from the global perspective, we are now in a globalized world, and it just makes me want to ask the question. Lowering that cutoff makes me want to ask the question of if our educational system is actually doing the best that it should do, considering the fact that as then when JAMB started, we hardly get students that get even up to 300 in their JAMB scores. And the cutoff was quite high then. If we are not even getting up to 300 students with 300 JAMB scores, having cutoff for, I remember with the first JAMB I wrote, I had 193. And I couldn't secure admission because 193 was considered to be very poor. Very poor. And the second JAMB I wrote, I had over 200. And so since then, all the JAMBs I've written, I had 200 and above. But generally, I still couldn't secure admission.
The JAMBs that you've written, how many JAMBs did you write?
Well,
yeah. Okay. Let's not talk about that.
It's quite, no, the point is, my point of emphasis is that our educational system is, with this, is showing that we're not doing well in our educational system.
You don't think, well, let me let you land on that before.
Yeah, because if we're getting lesser score, higher score, and the cutoff is dropping, it means that there is a problem with either the way we acquire the score or the reason why we are pushing for a lower score. So we need to look at the possibility of having, and considering the fact that we're now going to a globalized world, we are not competing with ourselves. We're not competing with other countries. You're not with the way AI is coming to balance job. AI is going to balance the concept of work, redefine the concept of work. We should begin to look at the possibility that we're not just competing against ourselves. So you're not going to look for a job against another Nigeria that is based in probably the south or the east or the north. You are looking for a job against somebody that is in another part of the world. And your educational skill, it's quite relevant and important, and the ability for you to be able to match up with those of other countries is important. So if we're looking at that perspective, if we're looking at it from that perspective, I think it's, for me, while acknowledging the need to build in more persons and bring in more persons into the higher education system, as long as admission is concerned, we should also look at the possibility of ensuring that we are able to create quality students that we're bringing in.